reaching in and reaching out. All right, it's all alchemy itself is just supposedly turning good from evil or turning evil from good, whatever, fire from ice, transmutation, conversion, what have you, inversion, what have you. You do this by shattering paradigms. You do that by controlling your breathing, of course, to get a better perspective. So you realize fire is ice. Ice burns like fire. Love is hate. People hate to love. You realize that the paradigms are there to be shattered. So, as you control your breathing and get a better perspective of your memory, you can see the supposed good and evil in every memory, and you can shatter the paradigm of every memory. Because again, all the dwelling or all the everything holding you back in a moment is only seeing a piece of a memory that you're holding on to. So you see whatever it may be. It could be an event where somebody was supposedly evil to you, and you only see that end of it. You don't see the part of it how it drove you to do something else or to change your life in a certain way. So you hold on to that piece and it disturbs your peace. So when it comes to transmutation, it has everything to do with the breath. Of course, everything you take in requires a certain amount of breaths to process it. So anybody, even if, look, this is why I don't advocate the external crutches like psychedelics. And I know this is just a losing followers or subscribers video, I guess. DMT and all these things, shrooms, cannabis, they're all affecting your heart rate, right? Which of course has everything to do with how you're breathing. It takes massive energy to process these things. It takes a certain amount of breaths. If you eat a cheeseburger or anything, it takes a certain amount of breaths to turn it into life, to complete life. Even if it's a melon that you bought from a store, it's not complete. It's a cultivar. If you use money to buy it, it's not complete. It's a cultivar. So it's short-circuited at some level, and your body is whole and complete. So it has to turn this into a full substance, a full living substance inside of itself to communicate with it, to process it. Or if it cannot do that, then of course you have seizures. Then you have old shit, pieces of old shit, old meals within you. Then you take in new meals and then they all mix. And then you have a bunch of old thoughts, old emotions, old shit. That's what it is. And then you have physical clutter around you, or you have parasites doing things for you, which keeps you weaker. The person with a bunch of maids and servants is the same as a person with a bunch of parasites because they can't clean for themselves. So anyway, I'm just digressing there a little bit. But as far as everything that we take in, it's even a YouTube video. It's a certain amount of breaths. So you got to realize it's an investment. Every breath is an investment. And that you, as an alchemist, you are making whatever isn't complete, even if it's a saying, even if it could be anything. You take it and make it complete within yourself. Because there's plenty of things that people have said or you've heard or whatever or seen that it bridges the gap within you because you took it from that point to another point. You might hear something from someone and you get the gist of it and you can take it and expand it further because they're giving you a piece. Again, angels. A lot of these people that die in your life, people that didn't live out full lives, people that came with just one message. These are angles or pieces. Again, so when we make something whole, it requires the breath, the harnessing of the breath. So everything, when we go back and we delve into old memories and we get that perspective of the old memory, the whole spectrum view of the memory, it's just conversion of a shattering a paradigm. There's a paradigm there that says this is a bad memory, this is a good memory, instead of this is just a memory. You know, so it just, when it comes to transmutation, we got to realize that fire is ice, ice is fire. That extreme cold burns like fire. And it's always, the extremes are the same. They always will be. So ROYALT512@yahoo.com for the PDFs. RBud Vegan on Amazon for the ebooks. Taylor Bud is a Facebook parasite, and Jesus Christ 19 on IG. So transmutation, alchemy, of course, the basis of it being raw sexual energy, or what people call orgone energy, what have you. These things that we're converting or that we're taking in cannot be properly transmuted or processed. Just like your thoughts can't be properly processed or transmuted. And when that doesn't happen, when you don't fully process a thought and go to the depths of a thought, you will go crazy. You have to, because it's a short circuit. So you're only doing part of the circuit, and you continue to short circuit until you fully shatter the paradigm by going to where the thought, because a thought, again, is like a road. It's like a sign on a road. You can take it to another sign on the road, and that can bring you to this state of being aware. If you are thinking, you are not aware. You're thinking. It's the opposite of being aware. You're thinking. So it can lead you to that state of being aware. But again, that has everything to do with controlling your breathing. So if an event happens or a thought happens, if you get back to the breath and expand on it, hey, I am not thinking this. I'm observing this being thinking this. I'm not a human being. I'm being human.